So, your ex's rebound relationship ended. What are you supposed to do now? Where to from here? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. But first, my name is Clay with modernlove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not. Because you, of course, deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me, please do me a favor by hitting that thumbs up button for the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel as well too. It's right down there next to that thumbs up button so that you can get notified when we post and upload new video content for you. Also, we are talking about the emotional connection with your ex, so if that is something that you want to learn more about, how to build up that emotional connection, then please feel free to check out our course called the Ex Solution Program. You can find info on that down in the description box right below. There's also other ways that you can work with us as well too, all down in the description box. Okay, so it was heart-wrenching, it was terrible, it was a huge roller coaster, your ex's whole rebound relationship. I get it. I've been there. I remember going through my breakup with my big ex. I remember finding out that she was dating someone else. I remember how it just kind of like hit you like a punch in the gut, and it felt like, the floor just fell out from under you, and you just had the hardest time even getting to sleep at night, because your mind just keeps wandering back to them and this other person, what they're doing, how close they are, all that sort of stuff. It's terrible. I get it. And at the same time, when you find out that the rebound relationship has concluded, let's put it that way, you also feel this great sense of relief as well too. However, I want you to keep a couple things in mind. First and foremost, don't try to rush in and force some sort of relationship with your ex. Just because the rebound relationship has ended, because it failed for some reason, it doesn't mean that you have automatically won, okay? Because again, your ex isn't going to get back together with you just because of an absence of any other romantic prospects, at least not ideally. That's kind of a really depressing reason to be in a relationship with anyone. It's like, well, I can't do any better than you, can't get anyone else to want to be with me, so yeah, sure, let's get back together. Like that's not fun. Nobody wants that. So what you want to do is you want to be willing to take things slow. You want to understand, okay, your ex is coming out of a relationship. They were probably recently coming out of a relationship with you before they got into this rebound, and now they're coming out of this rebound, so they're probably busted up emotionally. Okay, we don't know why this rebound relationship ended. Maybe it was your ex's idea, maybe it was the rebound's idea, I don't know. But your ex is probably still emotionally, shaken up like a snow globe or something. And they don't know exactly what they want or how to move things forward. In fact, they're probably going to be very fragile emotionally. They're probably going to be afraid of making the wrong choice. They're going to be afraid of getting into a new relationship at this point because they're worried that maybe it's going to end like my last two relationships, or maybe even more if they had like a string of rebound relationships or something. And so they're going to be really careful and cautious about what they're going to be doing moving forward. And so what you want to understand is that, okay, your ex is, by definition, unless they're some sort of really grounded, very mindful, very heart-centered, almost Buddha-like, detached from outcome, detached from suffering, detached from worldly desires sort of person, they are probably going to be temporarily emotionally unavailable after a breakup. We're all temporarily emotionally unavailable after a breakup, unless, of course, we are, Buddha or something like that. But most of your exes are not Buddha, I'm guessing. Probably. And so they're probably going to be emotionally unavailable. And that means that they're probably not in a good place to actually commit to you, even if they want to, even if they're like one of those people that's afraid of being alone. And so they're just going to glom onto you because you're there in the right place at the right time. You probably want to take things a little bit slower, because again, they're emotionally unavailable. And if they do commit to someone, they're probably committing to that person, whether that's you or someone else. They're probably committing to that person from a place of emotional unavailability. That is to say, they're more interested in the idea of being in a relationship, the idea of not going through a breakup, the idea of not being single, the idea of moving on from a breakup or whatever, than they are in actually being with, you or someone else. Okay, so we want to create the foundation for a strong relationship, which is not based on emotional unavailability, which is not based off of rebound relationships. It's based off of, okay, I'm present with you. I'm present with my feelings. I'm present with my emotions. I'm intentionally choosing to create something with this beautiful, amazing, wonderful person that's right here in front of me, not just so I can avoid being single or so I can tell myself some story about how I'm moving on because I'm, not heartbroken anymore or something like that. Those are emotionally unavailable ways that people who are, emotionally unavailable will deal with a breakup. And so just know that your ex may feel the urge to kind of behave in one of those ways. However, what you can do is you can open the door and invite them to kind of walk through that door to emotionally connect with you, to kind of start building up and exploring their emotional world, right? Because we want to pull their attention into the present moment, pull their attention into actually connecting with us, not just kind of forcing the outcome of like, well, hey, you're lonely, you're sad, I'm single and available, let's get together, right? That's not what a strong, mindful relationship is built on. I think you know that deep down, but it's based off of, hey, here I am, I'm fully present, I'm present with you, I'm connected with you, I love talking to you, I feel closer to you than I ever have before, and based off of here, I want to see what's possible to create between the two of us. Not just like, oh my goodness, I'm 29 and a half, I gotta be in a relationship before I turn 30, otherwise, something terrible happens. I don't know. People have this strong drive to be like in a relationship or married or something by the time they're 30. Otherwise, something terrible happens. It doesn't. I didn't get married until I was 31, and I'm okay. But yeah. So what you want to do is you want to take things slowly. You want to not rush things. You want to also understand that your ex could respond to being out of this rebound relationship by either trying to get back together with you right away, which of course is one of those emotionally unavailable signs, or they might try to resist the idea of getting back together right away because, maybe they're still hurt, heartbroken, or something from the breakup. I think that's probably a little bit more of a healthier take on this whole thing because, again, legitimately they do have some healing to do, and I think that's a little bit more of a responsible thing. But if we can just kind of ratchet down their expectation, let them know that we're not trying to force anything that's not there, we're just going to explore what it's like to connect with one another and see where it takes the two of you, I think that's probably a much better way to go. And if you can continue to bond and connect with them through this whole journey, then that is going to set them up to, as they start to emotionally get more available again, they're going to naturally start to feel into that and grow into that connection that they have with you better, to the point where it's like, okay, great, now we can intentionally and mindfully create a new, better, stronger connection together, okay? And if that is something that you want to learn how to do, that is what we cover inside of our course called the Ex Solution Program. It is the bulk of what we cover. It's about your ex's emotional world, advanced relational skills, creating that emotional connection. If you want to learn more about that, there's info on it down below. Feel free to check it out. If you think it's right for you, feel free to sign up. If not, no worries. But yeah, that's what ESP is all about. But yeah, if you like what this video is about, if you like this content that we're producing, help a guy out with his YouTube channel, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel down below, all that good stuff. Leave a comment letting me know how you felt when you found out that your ex and their rebound broke up. Let me know what that whole experience was like for you. Leave a comment down below. And in the meantime, if you want to learn more about rebound relationships, please feel free to check out this video series over here. Or if you want to check this video out right here, it's right there for you. But once again, this is Clay. Please take care, and I'll talk to you next time.